Hey y'all, this morning we're gonna make some quick laundry detergent. I'm just about out, so it's time. These are backwards, I know, for y'all to see, but all you use is the super washing soda, the borax. I use Zope, but you can use Bell's Naphtha soap, or you can use Ivory. I use that for my Free and Clear washing detergent for Sweet Hunter's deer clothes. And then I add a scoop of OxyClean to mine. All this can be found in the laundry detergent at Walmart. So we'll continue. All I'm doing right here is I'm cutting up the soap, and it's pretty soft, so it's pretty easy to do. I'm just gonna cut it up and then I'm gonna shred it. You can use just a manual shredder, but I normally use my food processor. I mean, it's just soap, so. But I cut it up in just real small pieces. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. I also have some water boiling on the stove, maybe half of a gallon. It's not really boiling, it's just heating up. I probably don't really need it to boil, but I need it to be hot. So this is all I'm gonna do is just cut this up, and this just makes it easier for the food processor, even though I have a really strong food processor. This takes a little bit of time, but I'm telling you, you save some money. If you've ever bought detergent and not made it, you know how expensive it is to make. And this saves some money. I would guess 2 cents a load maybe is what you're going to end up. 2 to 3 cents a load, not much. What I'm making today will last us a year with just the two of us. But if you have a family of 4 or more, you'll probably have to make it a couple of times during the year. Okay, we're gonna move over to the food processor. Hey, this is the bar of soap that I use. It's called Zope, and I tore the package, but I wanted you to see the package. So now we're gonna start dropping some of this into the food processor. Just drop a few of them at a time. And this, my food processor is pretty loud. Let me try it and see how loud it is. I'm just gonna pulse it. And I'm gonna come back after I have it. I hate for y'all to hear this loud noise, but I wanted to show you. I pulse it a few times and then I'll put it on high and just let it go. Okay, I've got it done. It's shredded. There should not be any lumps in here. It's a lot easier than manual shredding it. I can guarantee you that. Manually shredding it. I've done that before too, before I had a food processor. When I had 4 kids, I had to manually shred it. It takes a long time. Show you what it looks like. It's just shredded, is what it is. It's just shredded. And you want it as small as you can get it. And then we're going to take it over here to the stove and put it in the hot water. and let it dissolve. So far, what we've done is we have shredded 1 bar of soap. I prefer Zote. Fells Naphtha has too much of a scent for us, and Ivory's good, but this is actually a laundry detergent soap, Zote and Fells Naphtha, and I like that. It's a real sticky soap, so you got to really scrape it out. Today's play day for us. How about y'all? What are you doing? Of course, we always work a little bit too. If you don't make your own laundry soap, it's okay. It's fine. You girls that work, you may not even want to fool with it. It's easier to buy it, and it is. But the ones of us that want to try to be as frugal as we can, and we have to save money, this is an easy way, and it just works good for me. Always has. Now they say it's good for the HE washers. I have never had a problem with it, and I have one. But you use your own judgment on that. I'm not telling you to do it. I don't really see what the problem is, as long as you get it all dissolved good. Now I'm making a liquid detergent today, but there is a dry recipe, and all you do is use the same directions, except don't use the water, and just make a dry recipe. I actually like the liquid. It just seems to work for me. I'll show you how this looks. So you just have to stir, and my water is hot, not boiling, and it'll clump up, and you just have to keep stirring, And this process right here, maybe it'll take 10 or 15 minutes. You can turn your heat up. You just don't want it boiling. You want it hot, very hot. So I'm going to continue stirring it, and then we'll be back when it's all dissolved. Okay, when it's about dissolved, you want to use a slotted spoon because you can see the lumps. Can y'all see that? And like I say, this is going to take several minutes. Y'all aren't seeing the whole process, but all I'm doing is just stirring. I have got my water back up. It's about dissolved. There's maybe 4 or 5 big lumps in here. But you've got to get it dissolved. That's one of the keys to this whole process, is getting it dissolved. Now when this gets all made, you will not see a lot of suds. You do in here, you see some suds. But that's what hurts the HE washers, is the suds. So this doesn't suds up much at all when it all gets mixed together. So I'm going to keep stirring. I just wanted to check in with you. Maybe 10 to 15 minutes is how long this takes. And like I say, you don't want it boiling. You're not wanting to cook it to death. You're wanting to dissolve it. And use a slotted spoon at the end where you can see the lumps. Okay, I'll continue stirring. Alright guys, I've been stirring this for a few minutes. and I scrape the sides of the bowl. If you don't have patience, this won't work. You've got to get the everything dissolved. You do not want any lumps floating around. And that's why you use a slotted spoon to make sure. I want to just show you what it'll look like at the end. So you'll see suds, but you shouldn't see any lumps. And if you do, you want to keep stirring until they get out. So right now we're good. There's a little bit on the spoon, on the edges of the spoon, but as you'll see, it'll dissolve as we stir. Ooh, burnt myself. Be careful. Don't do as I say, don't do as I do. Okay, I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. And now is when I add my other ingredients. So far, what I did was a half a gallon of water. And like I say, this is my recipe. I might better get something to get that spoon up. And then I dissolve my 1 bar of soda. And like I say, you can use the Fell's naphtha, or you can use Zote, and you can even use Ivory if you don't want any scents. So in the meantime, I'm going to fill up a 5-gallon bucket. Well, I'm not going to fill it up. I'm going to put some hot water in a 5-gallon bucket. Use some hot water out of the faucet. And I'm going to do that about halfway full. So in the meantime, I am going to add my borax. And I'm going to add it into this pan. So let me get you back over here where you can see. And this is the 20 mealtime borax. Let me put my water. So I'm going to add, I still have this heated on the stove. I add a cup of borax. Every recipe's different, but this is what works for me. And then I add it in slowly and stir. Slowly and stir. Slowly and stir. And this won't be as hard as the soap was from the wall. I'm actually going to turn my eye off. Just keep stirring. Let me take my water over here. It's got a little left. So I got that about half full of hot tap water. Soap. It's actually thickening already. So now I'm going to do the washing soda. And I do a cup of this. I want to fix this thing. I've had these boxes for years, so if I was guessing, this will cost about maybe $3 to make, $4. For sure less than, I'm not going to tear that up evidently. Less than laundry detergent, that's for sure. Using my muscles on that one. So I've got my eye off, but it's still very hot water. I've dissolved my 1 bar soap in half a gallon of water. I've added 1 cup of borax. And now I've added 1 cup of the super washing soda. And I'm just going to slowly stir that in like I did before. Like I say, you don't have to really dissolve this too much because it's going to do its own thing. stir, stir, stir. It's getting very thick. I'll let you see that. Very, very thick. You can hear the granules in it. Oh, sorry. Got y'all crooked. It's hard to be the cameraman and the director and the one that does everything. The story of my life, though. All right. Now this is just me. I buy the, you can see it, the OxyClean, which I use for other things too. So, and it has a scoop in here. And I add 1 scoop, and I do this for the whitening of my clothes. And the sunshine helps that too, if you hang it. I'm gonna stir this all up. Switch the camera back and forth. I'm gonna set my 5-gallon bucket back down in the water, in the sink. And let's see if I can bring y'all over here. I'm probably making y'all very dizzy. Let's see, I might have to get over here. And all I'm gonna do now is this is the 5-gallon bucket is half full of hot tap water. I'm gonna slowly pour this in. There is some granules in there from the powder. And then I'm gonna add water to my pan, hot water to my pan to mix it out. Add it in. And then you're going to stir again. Stir, stir, stir until everything's dissolved. It doesn't take long to do this. Just keep stirring, keep stirring, keep stirring, keep stirring. So I can bring you over here and let you look at it. So you can see it's already getting thick. And you do see some suds in here, but this is gonna gel. It's supposed to gel. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. And either way, it's okay. All right. This recipe makes 5 gallons, so what I'm gonna do is add more hot tap water. Can't tell if y'all can see or not. I learned how to tilt my camera, but I forgot how to do it, so I'm not doing too well today. I'm in kind of a hurry. We're going to celebrate Hetty's 4th birthday, our youngest grandson. So you fill the 5-gallon bucket back up with hot water. And you don't do it to the brim, maybe an inch below, inch and a half below. It doesn't matter. Now this is going to be heavy, so you need a big strong husband to carry it if you're going to keep it in here. I actually do a lot with mine. That's good enough. And then I'm going to stir it more. I didn't realize it was this late. I do have to go get dressed. I'm going to leave it in my sink, and I let this sit for 24 hours before I use it. And you could use it. I'm just about out, so I may have to tomorrow, but it'll be okay. This will gel, or it's supposed to gel, but if it doesn't, it's okay. Gel's going to be fine. But I do a lot with mine when I make it. especially if it's close to Christmas. So I'll go ahead and I jar up some in some jars for my kids. And I label it liquid laundry soap made by Val. And they love it. They love it every Christmas when they get it. So all I'm doing here is letting this sit. I've got a lid that I'm going to put over it. And I'll just let that sit. And now I could take this straight to my laundry and let it sit all year. And you just use 1 to 2 tablespoons per load. Unless it's a big load, I'd use 1/4 of a cup. But for me and Sweet Hunter, I do a small load every day. So 2 tablespoons max for us. If it's extra dirty clothes, I'll take my OxyClean and I'll add that into my laundry. When he goes out and gets really dirty, or me, I'll just add a little bit to that. But that doesn't happen very often. So I hope that helps. Sorry it's so long, but there's a lot of steps, but it's so worth it. So worth it. So I'm gonna go get dressed and go to a birthday party, and got my soap made, my laundry soap made for a year. Like I say, you can leave it in this and have your husband carry it to the laundry room. You're done. Or you can bottle it up in jars, and I will do that for my kids, and then I'll have him carry the bucket in there. So, but laundry soap for a year, and it doesn't cost much. Max $3 for 5 gallons. That's it, max, and maybe 2 to 3 cents a load. It's great. I love it. The key is to get the bar soap dissolved. Hope y'all enjoyed this.